today on the mat. My name is Alyssa. I do Pilates at-home workouts here on my channel. Welcome if this is your first time here with me. Thank you so much for joining me and clicking on this video. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning back. It means that you liked the full body burn, full body shake, but don't worry if you're new here, you can do it. Trust me, you absolutely can. Today's workout is going to be a glute focused workout. So it's going to be mainly lower body glute focused. The equipment that we're going to be utilizing today is a set of ankle weights and then one dumbbell. I have a 3-pound dumbbell. You're more than welcome to go ahead and add on a 5-pound if you so choose. It's really up to you, dealer's choice. And honestly, if you don't have ankle weights and if you don't have a dumbbell, no worries. You don't need to use it or use any equipment for this video or this workout. So thank you guys so much for joining me here. If you guys could go ahead and like it, comment, subscribe, maybe give this video a big thumbs up at the end. Let me know something that you loved, something that maybe burned throughout. Let me know what you think at the end. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna come down onto our forearms here. Right forearm is going to be down parallel to the top of your mat. Your toes are going to be nice in line with those booties. One thing that I want you to keep in mind is that you're not sinking it down in the shoulder. You're actually lifted up and you're not sinking down into that rib. You can always go ahead and grab a Pilates ball or a pillow for underneath those ribs to make sure that you stay nice and lifted. From here, you're just going to place that left hand with that dumbbell over top of that left knee. Very simple to begin. Toes are pointed. You're just going to begin to lift that left knee up towards the ceiling. Good. And then closing it back down. So it's not quite a clamshell. You're lifting it on up and you're squeezing those glutes up at the top and then you're lowering it back down. Maybe try to keep those left legs lifted at all times so that they're not tapping those right knees when you begin to lower it back down to the mat. If for any reason that your neck begins to strain, you're always welcome to look down towards your mat. It'll alleviate any neck pain, maybe you're clenching your jaw, okay? It'll help with that, lifting it on up and then slowly lowering it back down. Beautiful job. I need 8 of these, 8. We're gonna add on 7. It doesn't matter how high you lift those knees either, okay? What's important is that you stay lifted out of that shoulder and lifted out of those rib cages, okay? I much prefer that. In 4, we're gonna hold those left knees lifted. In 3, yes you can. In 2, this next one here, can you hold that left knee lifted? Can you give me tiny little pulses up and up and up and up? Good. 8. You got it. 7. Breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your left knee lifted. You're going to begin to drive that left knee down into that right as those left toes point up towards the ceiling. Good. From here, you're going to bring those left toes and tap those right toes. Drive that left knee down into the right knee. Left toes face up towards the ceiling, and then left toes meet those right. Drive that knee in, and then tap those toes. Good. So it's a nice little rotation here. You're continuing to breathe. 8. If at any point you don't really want to keep holding onto that dumbbell, just go ahead and place it down onto the mat or by the side. Your left hand can come right underneath or in front of you. Okay, you do have that option. I need 8, 7, 6, 5. You guys got it. Give me 4, 3, 2. This next one here, those left toes are gonna touch those right. You're gonna begin to extend that left leg along and then just begin to bend it back in. Extend that left leg along and then begin to bend it back in. Excellent work. Extend it out long and then bend it back in. When you bend it back in, try and keep it those left toes and tap those right, okay? 8. 7, I know it's a full body burn. Come out of that shoulder, breathe, give me 6. You're gonna hold that left leg lifted long out in front of you. Give me 5, 4, woo, now we feel the shake. Give me 3, give me 2. This next one, hold that left leg long and extend it out in front of you. Little tiny lifts up and down towards the ceiling, little lift up. Energy shooting out from those left toes. You're lifting it up out of that left shoulder. Breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, stay lifted, 2. This next one here, hold that left leg lifted, hold it lifted. Good, begin to point those toes down towards the mat. Heel lifts up towards the ceiling. Little tiny lift up and down. Little tiny lift. It's not big, it's not crazy for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Just hold it here for 8, 7. Can you lift it up a little bit higher for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, excellent work, let it on out. Go ahead and roll onto your backs. That weight is still within that left hand. You're gonna reach that palm up towards the ceiling. Legs are bent, feet are planted down on the mat. Right hand is gonna be by your sides from here with a flat back. All you're gonna do is lift those hips up to a glute bridge and then lower those hips back down to the mat. Lift it on up and then lower it back down. My ponytail is in my way. I felt like I was like craning my neck there. Lift it on up and then lower it down. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're gonna hold those hips lifted here. In 3, in 2. This next one here, you're gonna hold those hips lifted here, hold it lifted. Weight goes heavy now into that left leg. Begin to bring that right leg up to tabletop and then begin to tap the mat down. Lift that right leg up to tabletop. Begin to tap the mat down. Good, I need 8, 7, 6, rib cage is pulling in. Those hips are squared off. Give me 5, 4, you're gonna hold that right leg in tabletop position. In 3, in 2. This next one, hold that right leg in tabletop position with a flat back. You're gonna begin to drop those hips down towards the mat and then begin to lift them back on up. Drop those hips down, press it back on up. Good, drop those hips. So right leg stays in tabletop the entire time. Left arm has that weight. Palm is facing in towards the center of the body. Good, give me 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, continue that same body motion, but when we drop those hips down, that weight dumbbell comes by those sides and then press everything on up towards the ceiling. Drop it down and then press. So all we're doing is just pressing that left arm up towards the ceiling as those hips go down to meet the mat. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one here, hold those hips lifted here. Just a little tiny pulses up and down. A little tiny pulses up and down. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold those hips lifted here. Spine strength and stillness for 8, 7. Can you lift those hips a little bit higher? Yes, you can. I know you can. Give me 4, 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and begin to lower it back down onto the mat. Excellent work. All right, now let's go ahead and flip it on over to the other side of our mat. We're gonna come down now to that left forearm here. Left forearm, parallel to your mat. Those toes, again, are gonna be in line with those glutes. Right hand has that dumbbell, toes are pointed. Gaze can be down by your mat, but when you're ready, you're gonna begin to lift those right knees up towards the ceiling and then lower it back down. Good. You're nice and lifted in that rib cage and it's not dropping down to the mat, okay? Come out of that shoulder. Doesn't matter how high you lift that right knee. We got the other side. You already know what to expect now, okay? Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Again, you're more than welcome to go ahead and lose that weight at any time. This is your workout. I am just here to guide you. I want you guys to have fun. I want you guys to feel empowered, and I want you guys to feel strong every single time that you show up on your mat. You guys need to give yourself a little bit more grace because it's never easy just showing up to your mat. The hardest part is showing up and showing up for yourself and taking the time that you need to carve out into your day, to take it the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever you need to do to go ahead and recenter and regroup. Good. Give me 5, 4. You guys got it. You already know what's next. We got those pulses. In 3. Yes, smile right through it. Smile. Give me 2. This next one, hold that right leg lifted here. Hold it lifted. Little tiny pulses up and up. It's a small 1-inch movement, okay? Small but mighty, okay? I'm 5 foot with 6 foot energy, okay? This is the exact same thing every single time. I want us to go ahead and pulse. Inhale, exhale, continue to breathe. Do not clench your jaw, relax your facial expressions, smile. Maybe curse under your breath, maybe curse at your TV or your phone, whatever you're watching this on, okay? Just continue to keep powering through because I know you can. I know you can. 8, 7, 6. We got those knee drives to toe taps. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, you're gonna begin to drive that right knee in towards that left, those right toes face up towards the ceiling, and then go ahead and give me those right toes, tapping them over to the left. Drive that right knee in towards that left, and then give me those toe taps. Drive it in, and then tap. In, and then tap. You're still having that nice core engagement, okay? That core engagement will keep that rib cage from dropping down to your mat. Good. Give me 5 more. I need 5 great ones. Yes. Give me 4, 3. Woo! We feel the burn now. Give me 2. This next one, keep those right toes, trying to reach for those left. Extend that right leg along and then bend it back in. Extend that right leg along and then begin to bend it back in. Good. So again, when you're extending that right leg, it goes long, energy shooting out from those right toes. And then those right toes, when that leg bends, taps those left. Good. If at any point, again, maybe this is too much for one side is always going to be a little bit more challenging than the next, and that's okay. You do what you can. You can always go ahead and drop your dumbbell down in front of you. Keep that nice stability, maybe placing that right hand in front of that chest. Give me 5. Oh, my Lanta. 4. Woo. 3. 2. This next one here, you're gonna hold that right leg lifted. Good, a little tiny lift up and down towards the ceiling. Oh, my Lanta. Mine is so small because I can barely move it right now. Give me 5, 4, 3. Oh, my Lanta. I'm right there with you. Give me 3, 2. Stay lifted, hold that right leg lifted. Point those toes down, right heel goes up towards the ceiling. Little lift up. Good for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yes, you can. 3, 2. This next one, let it on out. Oh my goodness. Tap it out. Roll onto your backs. We got those glute bridges on the other side. Weight stays in that right hand. It presses on up towards the ceiling. Left hand is by those sides with a nice flat back. Feet are planted and knees are bent. Begin to lift up those hips up towards the ceiling. Lower them back down. Lift, lower, lift, lower. We got a little bit more with that right glute. We're gonna burn it out here on our mat. Good, lift it up, lower it down. Lift and squeeze. Squeeze those glutes up at the top. Good. I need 8, 7, 6, 5. Those hips are gonna stay lifted. And 4, 3, 2. Hold those hips lifted here. That weight goes heavy now into that right leg. You're gonna begin to float that left leg up to tabletop. Begin to tap the mat down. Float that left leg up to tabletop. And then tap the mat down. Lift it on up. Lower it back down. Your left hands are pressing down into the mat below you. Finding that nice stability. Try not to rock those hips. Those hips stay nice and even and they're lifted. Good. We're getting deeper into that right glute now for 8, 7, 6. Yes, you can. Give me 5, 4. You're gonna hold that right leg and tabletop, left leg and tabletop. Sorry, left leg and tabletop. In 4, 3, 2. Hold that left leg in tabletop position. You're gonna begin to drop those hips down towards the mat and then press, drop, press. It is a flat back. Good. 8. Nice big inhale, big exhale. Give me 6. 5 more. Yes, you can. 4, 3, 2. This next one here, hold those hips raised. As you begin to lower them back down, that weight comes down, that elbow comes down by those sides, and then you're gonna press that dumbbell up towards the ceiling as those hips raise it back on up. Good, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift. Good, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one here, hold those hips lifted, little tiny pulses up and down with those hips, small 1-inch movements. I love pulsing in Pilates. Good, I like to fatigue the muscle as much as possible, you know? Who wouldn't? You're like me right now, I wouldn't. Good, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You're gonna hold it on up. Find strength and stillness in 3 and 2. This next one here, hold it lifted, hold it lifted. Good for 10, 9, 8, 7. Can you lift those hips even higher? Give me 6, 5. Weight is heavy in that right heel. Give me 4, 3, 2. Last one. Come on down. Excellent, excellent work. All right, from here, you're gonna go ahead and stand it on up to your mat from here. Okay, we have a little bit more left to do. You're gonna go ahead and give me a little bit more of a wider stance, more than hip width distance apart. All right, so from here, all you're gonna do is you're gonna take that dumbbell here. It's gonna come right in front of you. Knees are exteriorly rotated with those toes. All you're gonna do is send those hips back, coming into a nice squat, and then lift it back on up. Squeeze those glutes up at the top. Drop it down, getting into those under booties now. Good, drop it on down, and then lift it on up. Good. It's like an invisible string, pulling those hips back and then lift and squeeze those glutes up at the top. Drop it down. Oh, my Lanta, my right glute is still twitching. Can you believe that? Drop it down and then lift. Drop, lift. Don't look down towards your toes. Look what happens when I look down towards my toes. I look like the bent neck lady from Haunting of Hill House. So look up in front of you. Good, drop it down and then lift. Good, in 4, we're gonna go into a 2-count pulse at the bottom and then lift it on up in 3. I will walk you through it in 2. Beautiful job, last one. Let's go ahead and get into that 2-count pulse. Drop it down, 1, 2. Lift it up and squeeze those glutes. Drop it down, 1, 2. Lift it up and squeeze, good. Drop it down, 1, 2. Lift it up and squeeze, good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one here, hold it down low here. Little tiny pulses back and back and back and back. Good for 10, 9, 8, 7. This is it. Give me 6, 5. Rib cage is pulling in. Give me 4, 3, 2. Just hold it down low for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift it on up. Shake it on out onto your mat. Go ahead and lose that dumbbell. Give yourself a nice round of applause, a nice little pat on the back. Guys, you've made it through this a nice little quick glute burner. Again, my name is Alyssa. I do Pilates at home workouts here on my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today on the mat. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe. Maybe give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below something that you liked. And thank you guys so much for joining me here today on the mat. So I cannot wait to see you guys next time for the nice challenge. Until next time, bye guys.